Hello, my name is James Barbush. I'd like to introduce you to somebody that's really had an impact on my business. This is Betty Diller of Professional Referral Exchange. Betty, tell us about Professional Referral Exchange.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to share information about Professional Referral Exchange, or what we affectionately call PRE. And actually, we've been around for 23 years. We started in Pittsburgh and came out to Lancaster in year 2000. And I became involved back then in year 2000. And it's been a very interesting experience. The founder of the organization, Eve Peterson, she actually founded it back in the early 90s, and I was able to help her expand it. Eve became ill at an early age, and so she needed someone to help her get out and market PRE, and so I was that person. And it was always a privilege to be able to do that. And so we started in Lancaster. That was the first chapter in this market area, and then we started expanding to Reading and Carlisle and Ephrata and Westchester, and the list goes on. And a lot of times people come to me and say, well, what's PRE? What is Professional Referral Exchange, and how does it differ from the other organizations out there? And so I'm always glad and pleased to answer that question. Number one is we really focus on relationships. It's not just where you come in and do a quick deal and meet somebody, and it doesn't work that way with PRE. What we want to do is build relationships, because we feel that people do business with and refer business to those people they know, like, and trust. That is our claim to fame. That's what we've been touting for all these years. And I really, truly believe that in my heart of hearts. People don't open up their spheres of influence to people they don't like, or they don't know, or who they do not trust. So what we do is cultivate an environment where you do your infomercials, you showcase your business, you do your one-on-ones, and you build relationships. And so that's key, and probably the number one thing that I want to make sure everybody's aware of. Number two, we have something set up called cross-chapter activity, where if you're a member of one chapter, you can go to another chapter if that category is not taken, for no additional charge other than the pay for your meal fee, and you can represent your business there once a month. So we feel as though that also adds added value for our members. So the cross-chapter activity is very vital, and we also do cross-chapter referrals, where if, for instance, a member is a member of, let's say, the Swatara chapter, and that chapter doesn't have a massage therapist, they can go to the massage therapist in the Camp Hill chapter and do business with that person and count it as a referral. So that's kind of an added bonus as well. So I hope everybody understands how that works. Number three, what we do is offer member development. And I'm really, really glad to be able to share this with people, because I'm very big on communication. In fact, I've taken a communication course for almost 3 years. And I believe that communication is a universal solvent. So what we do is focus on how do you deliver, showcase your business, and we create awareness about, how when you sit down with a fellow member and do your one-on-ones, we have a little bit of a template so that you understand, exactly what you should be going through. It's not just a session where you sit down and just chit-chat. We have like a program that you should really follow so that everything gets covered. So that's something that we pay attention to. And then the other thing that I like to talk about is there's a tone scale, and people are either up the tone scale or they're down the tone scale. And if somebody is in boredom, let's say, for instance, they're not going to attract a lot of business people into their sphere of influence, because people like to do business with people who are passionate. And so, the more passionate you are, the more likely you are to get business. And so we teach people how to be enthusiastic and passionate, how to deliver a really effective infomercial, and basically just better communication skills. So I hope that kind of gives you an overview of what we do and what sets us apart. Does that answer some of your questions?
How many chapters do you have and how many members are involved?
Well, right now we have about 35 chapters, and we're touting around in the 600 member mark. But we have goals to get beyond that, way beyond that. By the end of the year, we should be at 750 members, and then in year 2015, we hope to be at 1,000 members. So we're expanding as we go, touting our best practices. You know, we have best practices set aside where, you know, we introduce them to each and every chapter and make sure that everybody gets the same benefit of.
Are the chapters predominantly in Pennsylvania?
Yes, they are. But we are now building some in New Jersey, Delaware, and hopefully Maryland in the very near future.
Excellent, excellent. There you have it. Over nearly 600 members, she said, in about 35 chapters throughout Pennsylvania, business people taking advantage of professional referral exchange, and most importantly, building relationships. And I'd like to close this with just a brief testimony. The best relationships that I have developed in business have come out of professional referral exchange. That tells me the impact on my business is huge. The impact on me personally is huge. Out of all the networking I've done over the years, PRE has profited me the best relationships, not just in business, but also personally. Thank you very much, Betty.
Thank you, my pleasure.
I shake your hand to what you do.
Okay, thank
and
you.
we look forward to see you again.
Thank you.